Hey YouTube, my name's Lashy and I'm an alcoholic. Pokemon X and Y have been out for over a week now, and I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that these games are amazing. The graphics are outstanding, the plotline is rather complex for a Pokemon title, and the addition of customizable characters and 3D effects have an incredible impact on the game's immersion factor. I'm sure some of you out there are saying, "Psst, yeah right, you dipstick, Lashy, those are all just gimmicks that Nintendo added to steal our money from us and are only used to rope in the customers that aren't as smart as me."
Well, you know what? Shut your damn mouth, because this is amazing. Now, believe me, I've been a Pokemon fan since I was tiny, and am therefore extremely protective of this series.
Ergo, if Nintendo screws something up with it, I'd get pissed. Some may argue that my biased view on the series hinders my ability to review them properly, but I say no! If anything, it makes me harsher on any flaws that I might catch, so I think I know what I'm talking about when I'm saying these games are awesome.
I am clearly an expert, okay? Just look at my shelf.
Even so, there were a few times during my adventure that I couldn't help but scream WTF!
That being said, here's the top 10 what the frick moments of Pokemon X and Y! When Pokemon Black and White came out, I was a little disappointed with all the multitudinous new Pokemon that were absolute carbon copies of older generations. I know having a bunch of new Pokemon is a huge selling point for most people, but I honestly think that 700-something is enough. So I was genuinely happy to see that there weren't nearly as many new Pokemon in X and Y, and the new additions were interesting and unique. For the most part. And of these new and unique additions, no one can even hold a candle to Klefki. Keith. Carkeys. He's cocky.
When I first encountered this guy, I was immediately taken aback. Were the game designers just so desperate to make exactly 69 Pokemon that 68 wouldn't have sufficed?
How did they even come up with this concept? Did one of the art directors just reach into his pockets? Jared, we have 10 minutes left to make 69 Pokemon. Get going, man. There you go. Car keys. I'm gonna go in here and buy some clothes for my person. This'll be fun. Oh. Apparently I'm not stylish enough to shop here. Okay, well, I'll just go to the thrift store and slit my wrists then. There's not a whole lot to say about this, honestly, because no matter what I have on, no matter how many times I save the world from being destroyed, this guy is just not feeling it. Things aren't going good at home, okay? Team Flare is your stereotypical genocidal Pokemon enemy team.
So that Team Flare, and only Team Flare, will survive. I will destroy everything ugly. Team Flare will revive the ultimate weapon, eliminate everyone who isn't in our group, and return the world to a beautiful, natural state.
Easy there, Adolf. Also, can I just mention that your cell phone in this game is called Holocast? I did not see that coming. But there's something about them that sets them apart from all the others. No, it's not Alder hiding under the name Lysandra. Oh, I'm sorry, Lysander. It's their mad fashion sense! Fun fact, Leader's outfits were designed by Lady Gaga. It kinda goes along with the game's introduction to customizable avatars, which makes me think that this aspect of Team Flare's character development was intentional. But for whatever reason, Team Flare members are completely obsessed with just how good they look.
Sorry about us!
This guy's name is Arizona, apparently, and he's 10 feet tall for some reason. No one seems to question this or even references it whatsoever. I guess because he's very sensitive about his body. We find out that this douchebag is the dude who built the giant crystal flower that's supposed to blow up the world or whatever, and it's all because his Floette was shot down in Vietnam. So to protest the violence and war that took his beloved pigtail thing away from him, he decides to use violence and warfare to destroy the world! In the end, though, the floaty thing comes down from heaven where he was waiting for 3,000 years for Arizona to stop being a dick, and they all live happily ever after. Fat guy obsessed with dancing. Something doesn't add up here. I'll be the first to admit that I am that guy. I'm the annoying person that had nothing better to do with their 6th grade summer vacation than to spend 200 hours completing their Pokédex. With X and Y, though, becoming that guy has become more difficult. Why?
Because in order to trade Pokemon from your old games, you have to wait for this app to be released in the middle of December, and then you eventually have to pay for it. Don't bother complaining because Nintendo and Pokemon Company can't hear you over the buckets of money that they're making.
That was a low blow, Nintendo. A completely unnecessary, entirely cold-hearted low blow. You can actually ride Pokemon around in this game, and that's pretty dang sweet. How can you not look at this and not instantly crack a smile? Look how whimsical and happy.
Mamoswine? You okay, buddy?
I don't know who I feel sorrier for, Mamoswine for not being able to breathe under the freezing snow, or my character for wearing a cami in frigging Antarctica. Oh, that's a Miltank! I love Miltank, he's one of my favorite— Yeah, okay. Cow titties. I always thought it was really cool how the game designers gave each Pokemon their own distinct cry, some of which became so ingrained in our memories we can hear one and say, oh yeah, that's definitely Pikachu. I cannot believe they did this, and it's just Pikachu who does this, by the way, thank God. What was the point of this? Honestly, did making Pikachu and Pikachu alone say its name boost sales? Was someone out there like, oh yeah, Pokemon X and Y, I'm not buying those games. Whoa! Did Pikachu just say its name? I'll take 12! The fact that Pikachu was the first and only electric type that I encountered for a good long while made it impossible for me not to use him. Until I found Mareep, that is, who turns into my main man Ampharos over here, and that's just pretty sweet. This is pretty much how I reacted every single time he came out.
Holy hell!
Way to go, Nintendo. Way to go. Here it is, the #1 most worthy character in Pokemon X and Y.
I've been really trying, baby.
Mr. Bonding is, I assume, an ex-porno film star who meets up with you in random Pokemon centers and hotel rooms to bond with you, and then shows you his O-face. Oh, I'm sorry, O-powers. He gives us these O-powers seemingly free of charge, but personally, I was always left with the feeling that sooner or later, on some lonely rainy night, he was gonna call in all those favors and invite me to explore the nether regions of Kalos, if you know what I'm saying.
So there you have it. Pokemon is weird. And you know what? I love it. If you liked this video, subscribe or something, or just let me know that you enjoyed it. I'd really like to buy a cap card for future videos, but only if people are gonna watch, because I'm not made of money, you filthy whoremon! So just let me know what you thought, okay?
Coming soon,